Southern California Sports Tonight is brought to you by the new Super Lotto Plus. Who's next? Must be 18 or older to play.
In 1975, Lee Elder broke the color barrier at Augusta, becoming the first African American to play in the Masters. 4 years later, he became the first African American to play on a Ryder Cup team. His involvement in golf began at the tender age of 9, when he started caddying in order to put food on the table. It's an honor to have Lee Elder here with us. Thank you very much for coming, especially this weekend, Ryder Cup weekend. And as we speak, the U.S. team trails 4.5 to 3.5 after the first day. You having played on a winning Ryder Cup team, what's the difference in playing in this tournament and in other tournaments?
Well, I think with this tournament, you have to be the type of person that can make the change, not necessarily say play the individual game, but play team sports. Go with your partner, go with somebody that you feel comfortable with, and to make sure that you concentrate on the type of things that he's doing so you won't get tied up in just playing your individual game. It's certainly probably the most satisfying and most wonderful thing that you could possibly have happen to qualify to play on the United States Ryder Cup team.
Wow.
Do you think people are losing perspective? 3 years ago, we had the flap over the Americans saying that they wanted to get paid and compensated for the Ryder Cup participation. This year, you had Tiger Woods joking, as he said, that there were a million more reasons he could think of to win the American Express tournament than the Ryder Cup. Do you think there's not enough emphasis on that team play representing the country?
Well, I think the reason why it have seemed to have lost is punches because of the fact of 9/11. Instead of having 2 years in between, you had 3 years in between here. But I felt that when they start talking about money, collecting money, to go and represent your country was wrong. I voiced my opinion about that when I was proud and have been proud to have been a member of the team that in 1979 when I played. And that has been pretty much the consensus of all of the guys. You know, when you are going to represent your country, you do not think about money. You play for enough money individually on the tour each week. You play for over $100 million, so why would you want to be paid to go and represent your country? And I think that the consensus of just a few of them, it was not all of them, but just a few of them that had made the team or was about to make the team.
Do you think today's players, following that up, are they more selfish than the players of your era? Do they care more about themselves and their sponsors and about the game of golf individually?
Oh, yes, I feel that because we were proud. You know, when we made the team, our chest was stuck out. We was happy to be there. We was happy to make friends, even if we had been staunch rivals on the regular tour, which we are most of the time. But when we came together, you know, as a team, I happened to have a very good captain, Billy Casper, the year that I played, and Billy was the type of guy that was there for us all the time and talked to us quite frequently during the course of a day, even walked with us sometime while we was practicing and really trying to find out who he felt were going to be the best compatible team to put together. So that's the type of interest that a captain has to take because it's so important. They can say what they want to say. If they think the Ryder Cup is not an important aspect, they're wrong. Then they don't know anything about golf. To sit in that chair, have your name called, to stand up and have the United States flag raised behind you is one thing that it made me cry. And I'm not a real sentimental person, but
well,
to do that.
You're right. It's sad. It's like Nike's taking over everything. Listen, Lee, can you sit still for a few seconds? We're going to get back to you and ask some questions about Tiger and Augusta, if you don't mind. Also ahead, no team has gone to the Super Bowl after starting out 0-3. So what does that mean for the Rams? Are they dead or alive? Don't go away.